Hello and welcome to another review, demonstration, whatever thing. This is Card Capture Sakura for the Game Boy Advance called Sakura Kado the Mini Game, or Sakura Card the Mini Game, whatever. It's basically it's a mini game collection, sort of, I guess. Yeah, it pretty much is. But what's good about this game is that, well, I guess good is whatever. This game, however, is based on the third season of Card Capture Sakura. So, as we go into the main menu here, there's 3 different options. It's all in Japanese. There is no English patch for this game at the time of this recording, and I mean, there may never be, but that's okay, because there's not a whole lot to go through. This right here is story mode, so we'll just go ahead and start there. This is to start a new game, this is to continue, and this is to choose the mini games that you've played already. We're just going to go ahead and start a new game here just to show you what it's like. So what this game does for the story is it just presents like pictures and text. Of course, I can't read any of the text, so I just remember, what's going on in the story based on the pictures. And it's not that hard to follow if you've seen the anime already. The pictures are, kind of blurry, but I mean, it's for a Game Boy Advance, so I'm sure it looks just fine. This is asking me if I want to save, and I'm just gonna say no. This is yes, this is no. So the first level, I guess, you can see the number 2 there. This is technically like level 2. There's like 24 or so levels. I don't know if it's supposed to be days, but seems like levels. It might as well be levels because there's usually a minigame to play on each level, like this. So what we're going to do here, these are the instructions it says on the screen. I can't read it, but I do know that they are the instructions, as I can barely read parts of it on other levels. What we're going to do here is we are going to use a fiery card. Oh, that is a terrible start. Alright. We can press start to skip the story bit. It will replay every time, but you can just press start to skip it. Okay, I'm gonna focus now. This is just game over. This is asking me if I want to save. I guess I know. This is asking me to continue. This is retry at the top. This is to go back to the main menu. I'm gonna retry, start to skip the story. Now I'm going to actually play the game. We're gonna have water pillars dropping down, and I'm just gonna burn them away. Thing about this minigame is that you'll soon realize when you control it that there's 4 slots that you can stand on. So if I just tap the button, I'm gonna move over a slot. And this is all we're gonna do for this. It's gonna get progressively harder, of course. There we go. Passed. So, something that's not apparent right away is that your score does matter a little bit. There are some things that you can unlock by getting a certain score on each minigame. It's not like a set score, but all you really have to do to play through the game is just pass the game, pass the individual minigames. And then you'll just you'll progress through the story that way. Go ahead and play another level. So yeah, Sakura's sick. Friends come over. Oh no, I guess it's a totally different thing. This is where the piano comes alive. There's like another. I think it reacts to Tomoyo's voice. It like chasing her or something. Anyway, we have a music timing minigame here. Oops. So yeah, compared to the, I'll just go ahead and go into comparisons with the PlayStation game. I think this is a better game overall because I think the minigame selection is better. There's more games to play. I mean, the PlayStation game does have like does have more story, I guess, involvement, and the production value. I guess, of course, it looks better on the PlayStation, but whatever. I'm talking about the core gameplay of this game is higher, just because you do more, I think, in this game. It's not as long, but that's mostly because you're not playing through too much story. I'd say this game is about 2 hours long. It'll take a little longer if you try to, you know, master all the mini games to beat everything. What I'm seeing here is just cards that were used during the level, I guess, for story reasons. It doesn't mean anything in the game sense. Okay, yeah, here's another one where Sharon gets, like, grabbed by these invisible strings, and you gotta cut them off. Yeah, so we're just gonna go rapid fire to these mini games here. Yeah, so, I think this is a good Game Boy Advance game just because, it really is more of a, it really does, I guess, feel like more of a portable game because, it's just filled with a bunch of short mini games, whereas the PlayStation game that looked at last time, it has a lot of story to go through, which, if you've never seen anime, you know, it's gonna be kinda, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter if you've seen the anime or not. But definitely this game, again, I think, because unless you find just little minigame collections fun, I mean, I don't think you'd really be interested in this unless... I think this is, again, another game that's, like, mostly just for the fans. Okay, we'll do one more minigame in the story here. Again, I could skip all this, but I'm just going to show it off just so, you know, you get a better idea what it looks like. So what I'm going to be doing here is dodging the giant bear. And I can just move left and right, but I also can do a little dash, which of course leaves me a little slower at the end. But, I mean, this one in particular is pretty easy. I just have to outlast the timer. I don't know if I can fail. You know what, why don't I just go ahead and fail this, see what it looks like. Okay, yeah. Oh, I can even get hit. Oh, there's a paw counter at the right end of the timer. It looks like I can get hit 3 times. It's like there's 2. If I get hit once more, I'm out, I'm sure. And that's probably all there is for the, So, I guess I'll explain what I mean by the scores in the minigames. So, every minigame, you'll see it in the gallery here. That's what we'll do next. We'll just go straight to the gallery. So, the advanced, or the top score for this game, let's probably just do it without getting hit, because, I mean, there's not really anything else you can control in that game. So, that's probably all there is to that. So, let's see, I'm not going to save. Just because, you know, this is just the demo purposes. I'll skip this. Oh, this is another fun one. You're shooting sheep as they come down. They do bounce. You just have to not get hit. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the main menu here. So this is story mode again. I'll put on-screen text to show what everything is. So this is start from the beginning. This is continue where I left off. this is the minigame selection. So if you've played through the entire game, all of the minigames will be open. Otherwise, it'll only show the minigames that you've played in the story. So there's a whole bunch to choose from. All the minigames are pretty different, so that's another favor that it has. Let's see. Do I want to do any of these? So let's see, what's another one I like? I don't know. They do kind of scale a bit. So let's just do this one. This one, there's some penguins that are gonna attack me. If you know, you can probably guess, if you've seen the anime, you know where this is in the story. Oh, jeez, what button am I pressing? Here we go. So, to pass this minigame, all you have to do is freeze them and knock them off the level. But to get the top score in this minigame, or at least a high enough score, you gotta like combo them, because you get more points that way. And so the way you get the super score, I guess, I don't know, expert level score, whatever you want to call it, gold medal, star, whatever, the way you get the best score on this level is to combo them together. Ah, I missed one. And you gotta get like a super really high combo. Anyway, all you have to do is pass level to continue on in the story mode. I will go ahead and see what else we got here. This is, let's see. Oh, this is gallery. So here you just rewatch the story bits that you already watched when you're playing through the story of the game. So it's really not something special to unlock, but they don't unlock unless you get the high enough score on the level. So I mean, obviously one's gonna be unlocked regardless because there's no game there, but like all of these don't unlock unless you get a good enough score in the minigame. So it's not really something special to unlock, but it is a way of, say, tracking whether or not you did the minigame exceptionally well or not. That's really all there is to it. It's just a track for, like, if you want to do all of the minigames the best you possibly can. That's the way to do it. Okay, yeah, 24... Okay, I guess there's really only 23... Actually, there's only like 22 minigames because 24 and 1 don't really count. They're just story bits. They don't have minigames tied to them. But, yeah. So let's see. Story, gallery, and this is a drawing mode. It's kind of random what you put in here. You can draw. You can change like sizes and stuff. I'm pressing the L button to jump to the palette select or the tool selector, and R to jump to the palette selector. I guess there are only limited colors, I guess you could say. Alright, so yeah, I mean there's tools here. And you can also, right up here, you can save this. And you can also load, like say a previously saved one. You can only save one picture. This is one I saved. It's just some random garbage I put together. But yeah, you can save it, load it. This is clear. Yeah. And then this is exit. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire game. Again, it's only a couple hours long if you just play through the story, but mastering all the minigames is definitely where the advanced challenge comes in. And that's just, again, this is just... The gallery is how you keep track of what you've unlocked. I've unlocked all of them, so it can't really I can't really show that. But there would be just question marks here over the blocks. But yeah, that's Card Capture Sakura for the Game Boy Advance. Sakura Card the minigame is how you would search for it if you're gonna look around for it. So yeah, that's the game. If you have any more questions about the game, I think I covered pretty much everything. But if you have any questions about the game, go ahead and ask in the comments below. If you thought it was a good review, please give me a thumbs up on the video, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks. Bye.